So in today's session, let us see some numericals, okay, on work energy theorem. Under the action of force 2 kg, body moves, mass is 2 kg, moves such that its position x varies as a function of time given by x is equal to t cube by 3. X is in meters and t is in seconds. Calculate the work done by the force in first 2 seconds. So here you see that position is varying, okay, it's a variable position. So work energy theorem says that work is equal to change in kinetic energy. Work is equal to change in kinetic energy. Here position is provided. Position is given in the question. Okay. X is equal to t cube by 3. So differentiate x, differentiate displacement, you will get velocity. Velocity is equal to dx by dt, which is nothing but 3t cube. If it is t cube, it is 3t square. You will get t square. Now at t is equal to 0, v is equal to 0. Okay, just put t is equal to 0 here. At t is equal to 2 seconds, just in the place of t put 2. You get 4. So you have got final velocity and initial velocity. Mass is provided. So you have to just calculate work is equal to change in kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is half mv2 square minus v1 square. If you calculate this, you get 16 joules. A uniform chain of length L, a uniform chain of length L and mass m is on a smooth horizontal table with 1 by nth part of its length hanging from the edge of the table. Find the kinetic energy of the chain as it completely slips off the table. So a table is shown here and there is a chain. So this is the initial position. Okay. Finally, what is happening means the entire chain is slipping. Now here we need to know our concept. Now work done is equal to change in kinetic energy. But work done is also defined as change in potential energy. Work done is also defined as change in potential energy. So here what we will do is change in potential energy is equal to change in kinetic energy. So we need to find out the U initial and U final. U means potential energy. So for finding out potential energy, the initial potential energy is mgl by 2. Okay, and initially this is the position. Okay, and final potential energy is mgl by 2n square. Okay, which is equal to half mv square, because initial kinetic energy is 0. Now how this is mgl by 2n square or how this is mgl by 2, we need to take a reference line. We need to take a reference line, and if you do that calculation, you get these expressions. Okay. If anyone wants to know how these two expressions has come, just message me. I will share in the class the working of that, how this has come, so it will make you clear. Okay, but here the concept we are using is change in potential energy is equal to change in kinetic energy. This expression I will share in the class how it has come. Okay, I just do a write up and send it to you. So once this is known, here m is common and 2 is common, so just cancel out, and from there you can work out the value of velocity. The system, two blocks having masses 8 kg and 16 kg are connected to the ends of a light spring. The system is placed on a smooth horizontal floor, and inextensible string also connects B with ceiling as shown in the figure. At the initial moment, initially the spring has its natural length. A constant horizontal force F is applied to the heavier block as shown. What is the maximum possible value of F so that the lighter block doesn't lose contact with the ground. So here there are two blocks. Block A is given, block B is given. Okay, their masses are given. Block B is connected to a ceiling. It is connected to a ceiling. The inclined length is given and the vertical height is given. Okay. Now between block 2, block B and block A, there is a spring. Okay, and this block is applied a force F. So for this type of question, no, and in the question, what is the thing that is asked? F is asked. What is the value of F? Okay. For this type of questions, what you are supposed to do is, you have to first draw the free body diagram of B. Okay. If you draw the free body diagram, you have to identify the forces which are acting on B. So its weight is acting downward. Because this is in contact with the ground, the normal reaction is acting upward. If you cut a section here, you will see the tension. This tension is making angle theta with the horizontal. Also there is a spring, so there must be a spring force also. And this block is in equilibrium. This block is in equilibrium. So sigma fx is equal to 0 and sigma fy is equal to 0. So in the horizontal direction, you have kx, which is in the positive direction, and minus t cos theta. T cos theta is in the negative direction. So kx minus t cos theta is equal to 0. So from here you will get the expression for t. But we are working out the value of f. Now if you write in the vertical direction, t sin theta is in the upward direction, so positive, n is in the upward direction, mg is in the downward direction. Sigma fy is equal to 0. So that is equal to 0. Alright, already we have worked out the value of t. Now always remember, if a body loses contact with soil, then n value becomes equal to 0. Okay, if the body loses contact, when it just loses contact, n becomes equal to 0. Only when it is in touch with the ground, n value will be there. The moment it loses contact with the ground, n value becomes equal to 0. So in this expression you need to put n is equal to 0. Then you get t sin theta is equal to mg. Okay, but t value is already calculated. Just substitute that. Okay. So finally you are getting the value of x. You are getting the value of x. And tan theta, mg by tan theta. How can we get tan theta? You can see here, this 4 meter means this is also 4 meter only, right? So tan theta will be, this is your theta. So tan theta will be 4 divided by 5. So finally you got the value of x, right? Now he is asking you what is the spring force. Look at block 16 kg. How many forces are acting in the horizontal direction? There are only two forces acting in the horizontal direction. One is a force F, another is a spring force in the left side. This is the spring force. This will be acting in this direction in the case of block A. So we have to find out now F is equal to kx, right? So, and look here. You can also, what is the maximum possible value of F? See, what is the maximum possible value of F he is asking you. So as per the work energy theorem, you know that work done is equal to change in potential energy. Okay, so what is the potential energy in the spring? Half kx square. And what is the work done? Let x be the displacement. Okay, because you are pulling by the force, this x is displacement here, you are pulling by the force, so fx is equal to half kx square. So from there you can get the value of f. Why? Because x you have already calculated. Okay. Let us move on with our discussion. A 2 kg block slides on a horizontal floor with a speed of 4 meters per second. It strikes an uncompressed string and compresses it till the block is motionless. Motionless means without movement. The kinetic frictional force is 15 Newton and spring constant is 10,000 Newton per meter. Okay, spring constant is also given. Find the compression in the spring. We have to find the compression in the spring. Now, the kinetic energy is half mv square. See, see. Let us try to understand this with a simple example. Let us say there is a car, and let us say it is trying to bump into another car. In the rear side of the car, second car, there is a big spring, and the first car, which is coming from left to right, what I'm saying is there is one car here, there is another car here, okay, and there is a big spring here, okay, and this car is coming and hitting this car. What will happen? The total energy of this car will be transferred to these two. That means some part will be taken by the frictional, the work done by the frictional force, and some part will be taken by the, see, this some part will be taken by the frictional force because the car is moving, so frictional force is acting against, so some work is done by the frictional force, okay, and some work is taken by the spring. Again I am saying a car is coming from the left, the tires are going on the ground, there will be friction between the tire and the ground. This car has some energy, it has got some kinetic energy. What will happen? That energy is doing some work. Who is taking that work? The work done by the frictional force and the work done by the spring. The work done by the spring is the potential energy. So that is why kinetic energy is equal to work done by friction plus work done on the spring. Work done on the spring. Okay. So here mass value is 2, velocity is given as 4, and the displacement, let us say it is x. So what is the work done? You see here the kinetic frictional force is 15 Newton. So force is 15 Newton multiplied by displacement, and this is half kx square. The k value is given as 10,000 Newton per meter. K value is given as 10,000 Newton per meter. Just simply equate these two, you will get a quadratic equation. Take care of the units, and once you solve it, you get x is equal to 5.5 centimeters. You will get x is equal to 5.5 centimeters. So main thing is understand the concept involved in this question. The work done by the block is taken by the friction, work done by the frictional force and work done on the spring. The work done by the block is not entirely transferred to the spring. Some part is taken by the friction. If friction is not there in the question, then there is no question, that frictional part will not come. In the question, if he says that the ground is smooth, then no question of frictional force. Okay. Let us move to the next one. Figure shows a spring fixed at the bottom end of an incline of inclination 37 degrees. A small block of mass 2 kg started slipping down the incline from a point 4.8 meter away from the spring. The block compresses the spring by 20 centimeters. The block compresses the spring by 20 centimeters, stops momentarily, and then rebounds through a distance 1 meter up the incline. Find the frictional coefficient between the plane and the block. Mu value you have to find out. The spring constant of the spring is, and you have to find the k value. You have to also find the spring constant. These questions have come in JEE. No? These are of certain standard. So try to understand these type of questions. What is the method involved? Okay. The situation is like this. There is an inclined plane making 37 degrees. There is a block, and this block is hitting this spring, as I told in the previous question, and this spring is also attached to something. What will happen when this block moves in this direction? it will try to compress the spring. Okay, so in this situation, there is a friction between the surface and the block. Between the block and the inclined surface, there is some friction. So applying the concept of work energy theorem, we can write work is equal to change in kinetic energy. First step. Now here we have to make some calculations. Okay, let me explain to you. Little lengthy sum. Let me explain to you. Here, what is happening means, if you draw the free body diagram of this block, the weight will be acting in this direction, mg cos theta in this direction, and mg sin theta in this direction. Many times we have seen this. So who is doing the work? That mg sin theta component. Okay, theta is 37 degrees. He is doing the work. Okay, now mg sin theta is the force. You have to write the distance it traveled. So in the question, how much distance it is traveling? X plus d. X is the compression of the spring and d is the distance moved by this block. In the question it is given as d is equal to 4.8 and how much compression happened? 20 centimeter. 20 centimeter means 0.2 centimeters. Okay, minus. So when this block is going down, the frictional force will be acting in this direction. Okay, so frictional, you have to minus this, minus F into L1. Okay, there will be some work done by the friction. Okay, and you have to what are we trying to do? We have discussed that this work done by the block we are finding out. So we have to remove the potential energy. See, it is trying to compress, right? It is trying to compress. So when it compresses, it does some work. See, if you're trying to expand the spring, you are doing a positive work. If you're trying to compress the spring, you are doing a negative work. So minus half kx square is the work done on the spring. Okay, this is the left hand side of the work done. Right hand side, what we have to put? We have to put the change in kinetic energy. Initially the block is at rest, then finally it acquires a speed v. Okay, that is what we have to do. Here this F is, what is F? F is equal to mu times n. F is equal to mu times n, and n is mg cos theta. If you see this expression in left hand side and right hand side, m is common, so that is why m has been removed. Okay, and you have to solve this expression. Okay, so you see this is mu mg cos theta, that which is the F value, and how much on how much distance this friction force is acting? Total 5 meters it is acting. Okay, just put the values. Theta is 37, k is 0.2. So from this expression you can find out the value of k. Okay, just write it in your copy, then you will understand what I am saying. So here, what are the unknowns? Mu is an unknown and k is an unknown. So you got one expression in mu and k. We have to solve this. 20 into sine 37. Okay, sine 37 is 4 by 5, right? These are standard values, so remember them. And cos 37 is 3 by 5. Okay, so you got first expression. Now you can, for the upward motion of the body, you can apply the same concept. Okay, for the upward motion of the body. Now why upward motion is coming? Why upward motion is coming? Because see, initially the block is going down. Okay, then what will the block do? What will the spring do? It will try to rebound. Okay, so the block will go down for some time and then little upward movement also will be there. That is why he has written upward movement. Okay, that is why there is a upward movement. In upward movement, what will happen? Now the friction direction will change. See, the block was like this. After rebound, the block is going like this. The block is going in the upward direction. So now the mg sin theta part has become negative. Friction will be acting in the downward direction now. Friction direction will change. So friction part is positive. Okay. And now the spring is expanding. So half kx square is equal to change in kinetic energy. Okay. So this is what is the scenario. Here L2 is given. Why L2? Because see, initially the block fell from 5 meters, but there is no guarantee that the block will go up to 5 meters. It may go up to 1 meter, 2 meter. In the question it is given that it is going up to 1 meter. In the question it is given that it rebound by 1 meter. See the question? Okay. So that is what it is. Okay. So here again every value is known. You know angle, you know L2, m will be cancelling out. Okay, same thing. Again you will get another equation in mu and k. You need to solve these two equations, then you will get the value of mu. You get the value of mu and you get the value of k. So equation number 2 is this. Equation number 1. Here what is happening means, you see here, observe equation 2 and equation 1. Okay, 18 mu 16 mu plus 0.2k and minus 0.2k. Okay, you simply add these two, then k will be eliminated. Adding equation 1 and equation 2 eliminates k. You directly get the value of mu, which is 0.5. Once you get the value of mu, put it in either equation. You can put it in the first equation. Put the value of mu here, then you will get the value of k. Okay, and k value when you solve, you are getting 1000 Newton per meter. Okay, so I have discussed some strategies, I have discussed some methodologies how to do work energy theorem questions. Okay, the questions I have discussed here have appeared in the previous JEE entrance examinations. They are of certain difficulty level, so practice them, and any doubt you just message me. I'll try to clear your doubt. Okay, and here for this expression I told you that I'll send you some workup why this has come like this. Okay, the second question I think that I will send you. Okay, okay then, take care, bye.